Ska vi prata med den här killen då? Autosave. Put it up the bum bum.
Hey, Tequila!
Tequila!
Good to see you.
Take his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, Tequila!
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset.
Mr. Sunset. Schysst namn.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I have re-entered reality to conquer it. To bend it to my will. I am the law!
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago.
I am the law!
Those days are over now. Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity
Of drugs.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
We are saving the world.
Saving the world!
Please don't go.
Jag ska inte ringa Abigail.
Go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that
Didn't work out.
So now it's a pirate's life for me. It's you.
I'm the Tequila
Sunset.
Sunset.
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Uh-oh.
No, you sure don't.
Nope.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
I would.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
For some reason, the name Tequila fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't. Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you.
The man, the myth.
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Piss drunk.
Word on the street
Piss
is
drunk.
you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. And that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. Oh yeah, that's totally your style.
That's my style.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Oh yeah, not the first time this come up.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
I know the feeling.
Oh, yes, you do, Mr. The only thing better than that is putting the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie.
And off.
And off we go.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty.
Brewskis.
Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs.
I am the law!
The time
Nej.
hath come! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, the time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things.
What happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Naturally.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So, pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
The women.
How they're beautiful and also whores. And so how one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Tack him.
Yeah, I bet tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
I'm a fucking legend.
If you only knew.
Oi. Okay. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Nice.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Tack.
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are in retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking
losers whose main
interest was
cramping your style. Jävla lodis jag är.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Yeah.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Yeah, you seemed really mad about immigrants for some reason. I'd rather not get into the details. It was pretty low content.
Did you get to read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept telling us that in your work you've seen a lot of blood, but that it's nothing compared to the great bloodletting to come. I believe you mentioned something about the ground cracking open to swallow cities and dreams alike. Yeah, I remember. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller.
Yes, I wanna tell me how you became idiot doom spiral.
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Nu blir det trade här.
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me. You want boost, don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring. So, have you got anything for good old idiot doom spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Potent pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is
George.
But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins,
Insurance firm?
I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team.
Great.
It did.
Vi skyndar på lite, det här verkar vara helt så här nonsens.
But now dreams are one.
What
One
happened?
day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling.
His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the... I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit.
Yeah.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment.
Ah, you gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something, and people are naturally wary of admin, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Heavy is the head that will.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there.
Smart.
But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change that day. And since I hired only the best. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard?
I only been a hobo cop for a few days, but it doesn't seem bad.
The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly...
Yes.
I used to own my reality situation.
Han var ju
My
seg.
business buddies and I had our own creative services agency.
Det var inte tillräckligt stark alkohol han fick av mig så att han blev rolig att prata med.
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket. But then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together.
15% less human.
15% less. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers.
Cancer.
You also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right. My agency. Man.
The boom
The
boom.
Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Rebeshal who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Oh.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing old painting and breast to make ads isn't high art, just cynical wanker. Man, mixing high-low comedifying cultures and extremely my shit.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Too bad. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund out.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
Där har jag
He's
gjort
a
det.
cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abigail!
And this is Abs. So yeah, tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy.
Brand new, sure
It's
didn't really go with my
practically
litter.
brand new. Say, you're a detective, right?
Near the boardwalk.
Maybe you can help. Holy shit. Tequila, how did you... Never mind, I don't care. Just let me see the jacket. Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful.
This is
This
fucking
is
filthy.
fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
I just stumbled on another. What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but
I
I've
got
still
standards.
got to either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
What's in a name?
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual.
I heard enough.
So you don't want to just... I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low.
Okay, don't do it now.
Then I can't keep on telling the stories.
We're seeing you.
You too.
Right.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming
From
from?
a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Tjena Kim! Jag är lite trött just nu. Ska snart gå och lägga mig. Hur står det till själv? Now that I hear superstar and law official the sentence they so I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution,
A black
silhouette against a rasterized orange.
It's on man, it's on. Vi ska bara göra något mer lite lätt här som vi ska komma ihåg innan Alevo. Så att vi inte glömmer bort det när vi börjar spela nästa gång. Har du varit nedstämd idag? Tråkigt. Du fyllde ju år igår. Allting borde ju vara kalas idag ju, fortfarande. Här springer vi över.
There are closed.
Don't be shy.
Save the economy. That sounds off.
Leave for now. Honom måste vi prata med mig också. Men vi ska ju posta det här brevet som vi fixade. Så ska vi ringa in grejer också. Vi ska bara skicka här brevet i alla fall.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in
Efter igår. Du kanske fortfarande mätt från igår också, Kim? Drop the white envelope in the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. For good or ill.
The deed is
The
done.
deed is
Bara
done.
vi får pengar.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it after what we did.
Okej, leave.
Yes, for sending mail.
Hon är borta där, ja då vet vi det. Undrar om Fritta uppe fortfarande. Jag vill ju köpa lite mer så här medicin så att vi inte... Om vi kan det vill säga. Åh, skönt. Där är du med. Fortfarande mätt från igår. Skönt. Där.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Vi har inte 3 hälsa, så då drog jag mine.
Okay, here. I don't know. I don't really know what hypnogamma is.
Nosaphed heals +1 health. Dramine.
Okay,
Så.
here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel.
Då har vi health points där. Skönt. Som sagt, det är dags att lägga sig här. Vi ska bara kolla om vi har något mer lätt att göra här innan. Let Everard know you mailed signatures. Wash the dirty jacket. Okej. Och då undrar jag om man kan göra det i... Om man gör det på badrummet där uppe. Eller vad är det? Joyce jobbar sin karaoke. Kan vi... Det är synd här. Nu ska vi se. Nej, för knapp. Empty kassett. Vi hittade väl någon... Där hade vi den.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attached to the apparatus. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable.
Vi ska sjunga karaoke nu, tror
Then
jag.
the organ starts playing, telling you about the tiniest church. Within seconds, you know this is the one. The real shit.
Yeah, you've been looking for.
The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million
Nu vet
times.
vi ska sjunga karaoke nästa stream.
They're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling.
Vi har ju en fågel
After
för
you
honom,
won him
så.
over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boot.
Bra. Då vet vi. Då är det karaoke som gäller sen då. Ja, jag behöver ju runda av det här för att gå och lägga mig. Svårare än så är det faktiskt inte. Annars kommer jag vara en trasig människa imorgon. Så du får ha det bra, Kim. Save game. Save game. Så får du inte äta lika hårt och inte bli så nedstämd, utan bara ta lite lättsamt på allting. Om det inte är någonting allvarligt. Nej, du får ha det bra, fantastiskt. Och alla andra som har varit här och gluttat. Fantastiskt kul. Ni får ha det fantastiskt underbart. Så syns vi när vi fortsätter med det här spelet om några dagar igen. Ni får ha det fantastiskt allesammans. Game on!